all tied up, and this first set is dead even.
Unbelievable combination.
Wow.
Beautifully done.
What a great spot.
Welcome to the 2025-26 APTA Tour. We're live from the Ridgewood Country Club in Paramus, New Jersey, bringing you the 2026 Ridgewood Classic, with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership and our tour presenting sponsor, Corient. Tournament support has also been provided by Ridgewood Country Club and Xenon Paddle. I'm Randy Markey with Dave Broderick, bringing you the men's quarterfinal between Gonzalo Garcia-Nieto and Jason Quintana against Gabriel Friedrich and Louis Volclair. Our chair umpire for this match is Mike Yachimsky. And Dave, welcome to the booth.
All right, thank you, Randy. I feel like I haven't left. After that last epic match we just saw between the women's quarterfinal. But yes, we are here for the men's quarterfinal, which will be 2 out of 3 sets, no ad scoring. Just to remind everyone that if it's deuce, the server gets to pick who they would like to serve to. We just want to remind everyone that this is the first match of the day for these 4 players. They played 2 matches yesterday with Friedrich and Volclair, winning in 3 sets, and Garcia-Nieto and Quintana winning in 2, but 2 tight sets. So, you know, both players had a little bit of a battle on their hands last night, and we'll look to see what happens here as the players are making their way to start getting ready.
If you're just joining us, you can see that the weather is a factor. The court in the last match definitely was the 5th player, if you will.
And you have Jason Quintana, who's serving up at the net. He's now on the right side of the screen in the black jacket, serving Jason Quintana. And his partner at the net now, he's on the right side, just hit the overhead, is Gonzalo Garcia-Nieto. And their opponents are in the black top. On the right side of the court of your screen is Gabe Friedrich, and in the white hat with the white paddle, gray top, his partner is Louis Volclair.
The director extraordinaire, and here he is in the quarterfinals. As I was saying, the weather has been a factor here today, as the snow is coming down pretty steady. The court, as I say, is sort of the 5th man, if you will. Wow. A shot from Louis.
And you see there the home crowd. They may play a part in this, cheering on their local home pro, Louis Volclair from Ridgewood. Randy, we've been on here for 3 hours so far. Who woke the crowd up all of a sudden?
I don't know. Where have they been?
Right. And again, just a reminder, Randy, that Jason Quintana, who just served that game on the right side of the screen, is a rackets professional at Indian Trail Club up in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. And his partner on the left side of the screen on the bottom with the white hat on backwards, Gonzalo Garcia-Nieto, is a rackets professional up in Upper Ridgewood at the Upper Ridgewood Club. And on the other side of the screen again, you have Louis Volclair on the left side of the screen with the white paddle, who is the rackets pro at Ridgewood Country Club. And his partner, Gabe Friedrich, is to the left of the screen. And Randy, Gabe is from Stamford, Connecticut. And Randy, this is the first time these teams are playing against one another.
So Dave, you know these players better than I do. Tell me a little bit about strengths, weaknesses, safe areas on the court, all that good stuff.
Well, you know, I think at this stage of the game, when you're playing with the 4 players that are out here, you know, I don't know if there are safe spots on the court, maybe safer spots. You know, and again, I'm a big believer that at this level, you really, you know, if you're at the net, you really have to put the ball in a spot where you can defend the next ball easiest, I guess. You know, look to see Jason Quintana hit a lot of spin on a lot of shots that he's hitting. You know, I think from Louis Volclair, you're going to see him look to hit drives and blitz and use his speed as a weapon. Gabe Friedrich has a pretty huge forehand, so, you know, look for him to hit that as well. You know, and again, like you're watching this point right here, Garcia-Nieto and Quintana are firing backhand, so, you know, I think this is going to be a fast-paced match. I think both teams want to play fast, and I think at the end of the day, whoever does it better, that's who's going to win. Like right there, you see Louis Volclair hit 3 drives in a row. You know, that's, and I think I think part of the reason why they're driving so much is because I think the net players can just do so much damage with the overheads with a slightly wet court that they would much rather drive the ball and play it off the deck.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I mean, you know, Quintana's this, you know, sort of lefty spin that he's hitting is you know, in the best of conditions is really difficult to defend, and in these court conditions, it is, you know, it's a real challenge to have to defend against that.
Like you saw that last point, and you know, I think Volclair and Friedrich hit all good shots. They hit all good lobs, but I think in the weather conditions right now, every ball that they lobbed back gave Quintana another opportunity to end the point until he ultimately did. And again, like I said, you know, if Friedrich and Volclair weren't getting drivable balls, I mean, you don't want to force it either. So it's, you know, this weather is a tough balance, and it's difficult to play in. It's definitely not easy. But like I said, I do think, you know, there's got to be a lot of fast-paced action. I think, you know, I don't think you're going to see 50, 60 ball rallies. I think one thing, Randy, you're going to see a little bit different with these weather conditions is that when the players are further off the net, I think you're going to see them hit the overheads a little bit harder than they normally would, just because of the wet court condition, and if they can get the ball into a screen, who knows what's going to happen.
Sure. And we've already seen here very quickly that if you don't get the ball to the screen, it's coming back as a drive.
Right. And you know what, another thing, obviously it's snowing out, but you can really tell the condition of the court and how the ball's going to slide. I mean, you hear the players sliding. You hear them sliding on the court. You hear their footwork.
Yours, good. You again. You. No. Let's go, Louis. 30-15.
Yeah, the Louis fan club is here and
Yeah.
quite vocal.
40-15.
What do they say? The most interesting man in paddle?
That's it, he certainly is. Like, again, you just see the amount of spin that they're putting on the ball that, you know, if you're Garcia-Nieto or Quintana right now, unfortunately, you don't have an opportunity to really drive the ball, and, you know, you're just giving the net team of Volclair and Friedrich just opportunities to win points.
You saw there, Volclair went to hit an overhead and his left foot slid as he was hitting it. So the court is definitely wet and slippery.
The other thing too that, you know, you're going to notice with this is I don't think anyone's looking to slow it down. You know, even in between points, the servers.
The fake apology.
Pretty unintended, amazing shot by Friedrich.
Yeah, the sorry, I'm not sorry.
But yeah, I was saying, like, you know, these guys are not taking much time in between points.
Friedrich Volclair, they lead 4-1 first set.
All right, Randy, we'd like to talk about Corian, one of our sponsors, or the tour sponsor. Corian is the official wealth sponsor of the APTA's 2025-2026 season. Corian is a fee-only wealth manager who puts their clients at the center of everything they do. Learn more at Corian.com.
15 goes. Wide, back look. 15 off.
Louis Volclair going for a little too much on that volley there.
No. 15-30.
A little too much on that drive.
It's a pretty big backhand there by Garcia-Nieto. Yeah, you see the action that they're putting on this ball right now.
Yeah, Friedrich's really going to work.
you know, I think as you see it going deeper and deeper in the draw, you're going to start to see the baseline team, you know, more and more in self-defense mode or survival mode.
Yeah.
And again, like we talked about in our previous match, that, you know what, if you're the baseline team, you can't get frustrated, you can't get impatient, you can't get upset. It is what it is. And, you know, you'll get your turn to be at the net, and you just have to take advantage of that. See there, Garcia-Nieto is not really looking to get involved in the lob game right now. And Randy,
Dave, we're here in our first deuce point. No ad scoring. Sudden death. I don't know about you, but I have found this to be a fascinating change in rules this season.
It definitely makes it more exciting. You know, it puts a little bit more of a premium on every point. You know, I think it's exciting for the fans to watch it. I don't know if all the players love it, but you know, it's definitely makes it more fan-friendly and more exciting for the fans out there to watch, that are watching, whether it's on the live stream or in person.
Definitely changes the pressure on both the 40-30 point and the deuce point, right?
Yep. See a good blitz there by Friedrich. And again, you see another example of what I talked about earlier, that he just bombs that forehand. Well placed right down the middle, not going for too much. Randy, you think for the second set they go to the old school orange or pink paddle ball, so we can differentiate between the ball and the snowflakes?
Well, that was a quick set there, fellas. Well, we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back at the APTA Network.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
The business owners that I'm working with have entrusted Corient in this work because we're really focused on supporting them in their important endeavors. They're functioning every day in their zone of genius, and their expectation of us is we're doing the same. My name is Anna Diaz. I'm a partner and wealth advisor at Corient. When we think about the work we're doing for our clients, we think about first financial, absolutely. It is not uncommon that our very successful business owners and clients are making disjointed decisions. Our job is to provide a proactive strategy so the filter in which they make these decisions is informed. Second is the emotional load. Our clients often are asking themselves, what am I missing? Our job is to remove that mental load so they feel that their strategy is optimized, is simplified, and is executed cleanly. And the third is generational. Absolutely, there is technical design that goes into that, but it is also the thoughtful impact they want to have with what they've created.
Welcome back to the APTA Tour. I'm Randy Markey here with Dave Broderick at the Ridgewood Country Club in Paramus, New Jersey with the men's quarterfinal between Garcia-Nieto and Quintana against Friedrich and Volclair. So it was pretty quick, Dave.
Yeah, that was a pretty fast first set, and you know, it shouldn't come as a surprise based on the weather conditions, the court conditions. You know, I think maybe the match went a little bit, or the first set went a little bit quicker than normal. But I mean, all four of these players want to play fast. You know, I think Friedrich and Volclair just, you know, did it a little bit better. You know, I don't think Garcia-Nieto, Jason Quintana are going to alter their game plan a little bit. And again, I think part of that has to do with the weather. You know, I think as we saw that the minute one of the teams started throwing up lobs, it just kind of became playing self-defense on the baseline. So, you know, I think you're going to see the players looking to drive, speed up play a little bit more. And, you know, I think the weather is forcing their hand a little bit more.
Great get. I will say Friedrich and Volclair defended really well there.
No, absolutely. Beautiful one-handed backhand by Louis Volclair down the line there, but I think the fans are looking to get snowed in at the beautiful, historic Ridgewood Country Club.
Well, if this weather keeps up, we're going to lose the ability to see who's on the other side of the net.
And again, to the best of your viewing, at the top of the screen is Gonzalo Garcia-Nieto, and his partner on the right of the screen is Jason Quintana. Jason Quintana is a racket professional at Indian Trail Club up in Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, while Garcia-Nieto is a racket professional at the Upper Ridgewood Club in Upper Ridgewood, New Jersey. And their opponents, you can see his blue pants that was just at the net with the white hat, is Ridgewood Country Club's own Louis Volclair. And his partner now on the left side of the screen with the black top is Gabe Friedrich from Stamford, Connecticut.
The Volclair fan club is out in full force and quite vocal.
Oh yeah, they came ready. Like you see here, once the players on the baseline get the first opportunity to drive a ball, they're driving it.
Come on, Louis! 30-40.
How quickly they turn on you, Randy. How quickly they turn.
That's a great lob.
And I think, again, really good lob, not to take anything away from the lob, but I don't think Quintana had to go for so much considering the court condition. Like if he, you know, hit a good solid deep ball, I think the court condition and the weather would have bailed him out of a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah.
Like, I think part of the trouble here now for Garcia-Nieto and Quintana is, you know, you're a little bit at a loss for what can we try to do, because, you know, we're playing our game plan, we're playing what we want to do. They just seem to be doing it a little bit better. And, you know, a lot of times we talk about slowing the points down and taking your time and being more patient. And again, in the weather conditions that we're facing, the court conditions, I don't know if that's going to be a great strategy.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of advantage to slowing anything down.
No, because again, I think when, you know, it's different weather conditions, you could slow the ball down, you could try to get yourself back into the match. But again, like I said, if you look to slow the ball down here, you're just giving the net team opportunities to put the ball away one more time. And you know what? Maybe it would work if they weren't putting the ball away, but Volclair and Friedrich are doing a pretty good job of, you know, putting a lot of pressure on with their drives as well as their overheads in this match.
And they seem far less phased by the court conditions. And they just seem much more comfortable out there.
Also, Randy, we just want to remind everybody of a lot of people involved in here. We have Louis Volclair and Daniel Blasco as the tournament directors in this match. You know, take your hat off to Mike Yashimsky, our chair umpire, enduring the weather conditions up there. You know, we have all our match statistics brought to you by Court Director, and the live stream being brought to you by Pro Flight, and producer Big E, Evan Morgan, always does a great job. So in order for these things to happen, along with our sponsors, Corian, Ridgewood Country Club, and Xenon, takes a lot of people to make it happen.
And I'll guarantee you that our previous umpire would love to trade places with Mike. She was up there for 3 hours.
Yeah, she was.
And he's going to be out of there in about 32 minutes at this rate.
Randy, I hope you just didn't give us the
I know.
the commentator's jinx. You know, also we want to talk about, you know, throughout the whole season, Karen Najedlik is behind the whole tour. She's our tour director. Jackie Cameron is always there on the scene helping out. But, you know, Karen puts in 1,000,000 hours a week. I know for a fact. I know Patty Hogan does a great job of helping her with organizing for the commentators. So, yeah, no, there's a lot of people involved that do great jobs, and, you know, mostly do it because they love platform tennis, and they get the enjoyment out of seeing all these events being a success.
They do such a phenomenal job, week in and week out. And I have a very particular affinity for Karen. She's my hometown girl. But she's just terrific. Keeping the trains running on time, super organized, great communicator. These things don't happen by accident, right? These tournaments don't come off this well without a lot of hard work.
See their big cut overhead by Louis Volclair. And Randy, just for everyone out there,
up there.
Yeah, no, they are with the volleys there. They seem unfazed. And it's not like Garcia-Nieto and Quintana are, you know, looping the ball to them. I mean, they're bringing the heat. It's just that they're volleying really well. You know, for everyone out there that doesn't know, the APTA Tour consists of 15 stops that are always live streamed, with 5 Grand Prix taking place throughout the year. And Randy, as we talked about our wonderful and generous sponsors out there that make this all happen, Corian is excited to partner with the APTA because whether as advisors to our members or as members themselves, they are already part of the APTA community. Learn more at www.corient.com, the official weld sponsor of the APTA. And Randy, as we were talking about the tour and what it consists of, next week will be the first Grand Prix of 2026, the Boston Open up in Boston. We'll be bringing you live stream coverage starting on Friday, January 23rd. For all of our viewers that look forward to the APTA bringing you live streaming.
Boston, always a great event. Looking forward to that.
Then from there, January 31st is the Indianapolis Open, followed up by another Grand Prix, February 7th and 8th, the Short Hills Invitational, with a back-to-back Grand Prix, the Midwesterns, February 21st, 22nd, and then again, the final tournament of the season, March 6th to 8th in Summit, New Jersey, at Canubra Country Club, the APTA Men's and Women's National Championships. Like there, you hear the slide? It's definitely difficult being out there.
Ball foul. All right, here we are, match point.
Match point number 1. Oh, I would have liked to have seen him go for an ace.
Louis.
Quintana. Friedrich Volclair leading 5 games to 1. Second set.
All right, Randy, can that be the turning point?
It's a game of momentum.
Love 15.
Look at that, love. You know what they say, you need to get 1 to get to 2. Each game here, 1 by 1.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good overhead there by Gabe Friedrich. I'll tell you, you have to give credit right now, as we see a big swing there by Garcia-Nieto on the backhand.
Really
but you have
nice
to give a lot of
wire there.
You have to give a lot of credit to. Yeah, you got to forget about the previous backhand and just keep going cross court. You're not going to hit 24 winners to win the set. You know, I was saying you got to give credit to Volclair and Friedrich. I mean, they're controlling this match pretty handily, and that's not easy in these conditions because all these 4 players are all great players, and what they're doing is not easy.
One match point defended.
Two match points. That's the second match point. Here's the third one.
You said it. You got to get to 1 to get to 2. They're at 2.
Here we go. And you got to get to 2 to go to 3. That's it. And Nieto Quintana, I mean, they've won 2 back-to-back games, no ad scoring, deuce points. And I'll tell you what, Randy, this is quickly turned into from breakfast at Ridgewood to lunch at Ridgewood. Little confusion on if they called it out, if it was out. Mike Ushimski jumping right in there.
Yeah, he just said softly.
A little bit of a reach there by Quintana. You know, and when these guys are hitting
well-spotted drive.
yeah, and when these guys are hitting the ball that hard, you've got to have your body behind the volley. You can't be reaching.
Ooh.
Louis wanting to get into a little cat and mouse.
Set himself up nicely there. That was a really nice lob to set up that drive. Get him on his heels.
I think if you're Garcia-Nieto, you want that ball going a little bit more towards the middle and not out wide to the Friedrich forehand.
5th match point, Dave.
Can they win 3 deuce games in a row? Hey, Garcia-Nieto's all over that net.
Sure is.
There it is. And again, a little bit of reaching there by Quintana, but, you know, well-placed backhand by Friedrich there.
It was a really well-constructed match by Volclair and Friedrich. They, as you say, they controlled the match beautifully. They really, you know, they really managed the conditions beautifully and took advantage of the court. It's been a lot of fun on a very long morning with you, Dave.
Yeah, no,
Not this
absolutely.
much time with you before.
Yeah, no, it was a good morning, and again, there's live streaming coming up continuous all day throughout the day today from Paramus, New Jersey at the Ridgewood Classic, Ridgewood Country Club. And to just follow up a little bit with what you said is, you know, I think they did a really good job, Volclair and Friedrich, handling the elements and using it to their advantage, and you know, it showed in the match results.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for everybody joining us. Stay tuned. Our next match will be the women's semifinal coming up as soon as they can change this court over. Thanks for joining us on the APTA network.
What, you need a ladder? I wouldn't mind one, that'd be wonderful.
At Corient, wealth management begins and ends with you. We believe the more personal the solution, the more powerful the result. We treat your goals as our own. We never lose focus on the life you want to build. And our experienced advisors design custom-built strategies to help you get there. It's time for a wealth management experience as sophisticated as you are. It's time for Corient.
A lot of founders start out with an idea, maybe in a garage, in a shared workspace, and really being a co-pilot along that whole journey from ideation to execution to maybe monetization one day is really the role we've decided to take in the marketplace. So I feel like we have really found a part of the market and offering that just really hasn't existed. It's this coaching, it's therapy, it's co-piloting on a journey that is unique.